What I'm going to show you right now is something that you're probably not used to seeing with LinkedIn advertising or advertising in business to business in general, which is a campaign that's designed not for direct response at all. This is purely about education and awareness, and the KPI has nothing to do with capturing leads or generating clicks, anything like that. It's all about consuming content. And all that I did was took this software company's video. It was very, very high production video showing people that have used the product at very credible companies like Coca-Cola, and they're just talking about what their experience is. So it's kind of like a case study / testimonial type video for this software that is going to be purchased by people in the mid-market and enterprise space. So we're not talking about SMB types of products that we're advertising through LinkedIn here. And what that often means is that the sales cycle is longer. So it's not just about how do we capture leads immediately or capture buying intent immediately. It's more long-term, how do we nurture this group of prospective customers that are perhaps high-level managers at mid-sized and large companies. Now, what I did was created a video views campaign, and you see that there is a call to action at the bottom. Now, doesn't really matter because I'm not trying to generate signups or anything like that, but I do talk about that there's a free trial, and they can click Learn More, which goes to the website, a particular page on the website that's relevant to this module that I'm selling. And there's text above the video that basically just describes many of the use cases, features, etc. Available within the software. And then the video. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how this performed in the campaign manager here. And you can see that there are two elements here. And what I'm going to do is focus on this variant because it had the most data that we can look at and analyze. One of the most important things when you're looking at the performance of a video views campaign where the objective is not lead generation, but it's actual video views, which again is probably the easiest way to do awareness marketing, is looking at the columns here. Now the default in this position is going to be performance. And performance, it might lead you to look at things like clicks and leads, etc. But that's not what we're aiming for here. So specifically what you want to do is go down to the video metrics, because then it's going to give you a more granular picture of what's happening. So if we look at the amount that was spent, so 225 basically Australian dollars, we got about 3,000 views. But the thing is, a view doesn't really tell you much on LinkedIn. A view is somebody watched 2 seconds of the video now. Are they going to recall anything after watching 2 seconds? No, I think that's kind of LinkedIn inflating their numbers a bit. And we see that it costs 7 cents to get people to view it for 2 seconds. But what we really want to get into is the how many people actually watched 25% of the video, 50% of the video, etc. Now you can look at impressions and clicks, but that's not what we're optimizing for. And we see the click-through rate, 0.05%, not spectacular, but who cares, right? We're not trying to optimize for clicks. We're going to do that later, and that's going to be follow-up campaigns that we run with LinkedIn. So the most important information here is going to be in this side of the video's metrics. So we can see we got an effective estimated cost per view of 7 seconds. Now the reason they're giving us this estimated number is because some of the views are going to come for free. So there's the paid views, which happens to be the exact same number, but then sometimes there's going to be free people that watch it because it gets shared on their social network or something like that, but that doesn't seem to be the case here, so it's not really important. But what is important is how many people actually watched a quarter of the video, almost 500, how many people watched 50%, 75%, how many people actually completed it, what is the completion rate. But all of this is nice to look at, right? The completion rate, the view rate, etc. But the most important numbers are really going to come down to money. How much money did it cost to get somebody to actually consume that video? And what we want to know is the way we approach LinkedIn advertising to educate people about our product more cost effective than doing something else, like attending a trade show, or perhaps running a campaign on YouTube, or paying to get people to click through to our website and then watch our video. And what I'm going to do is we're going to take this, I'm going to show you how I took this information, put it into a spreadsheet, and then analyzed it from a financial perspective. Instead of just looking at, oh, this many number completed it, it's how much money did it take to actually get the performance we want. So unfortunately, LinkedIn doesn't make this readily available, but who can blame them? I mean, they provide a lot of value, and it's okay if that's the default that they have in their analytics. But what I've done here is I've put in the number of views that we had at 2 seconds. So it's what LinkedIn calls a view. We have about 3,000, 25% is around 500, around 450%, 75%, 313. Now, their metric for completions, or their standard for what is a video completion, is 97 to 100% of your video, right? Often the very end of your video is just some sort of animated graphic or credits or something. So they say, okay, if they watch 75%, they completed it. And so we had 270 people do that. And now what I'm looking at is the total spend here, which is 224 Australian dollars. And I'm just dividing that by the number of views in each case. So we see that it was 7 cents to get people to watch 2 seconds, 45 cents to get them to watch a quarter of the video, about 60 cents to get them to watch half the video, 71 cents to get 75% of the video, and 83 cents to get people to actually watch the full video. So what we're looking at here is a campaign. Highly targeted campaign targeting specific job titles at companies that had something like over 200 employees in a very specific market. So we're looking at like Australia mostly. And it cost us only 63 cents to get these very targeted people to watch at least 97% of a video. That's effectively a case study, an advertisement for this enterprise contract software. 63 cents. Now, how much would be the cost per click on Google? Cost per click numbers are going through the roof. I mean, when I became certified in Google, typically for business to business, I was paying maybe around $5 per click. Some markets, cost per clicks are going above $15. Like, I mean, has anybody ever paid $60 per click? If you're going after very, very targeted groups of people, your cost per click in that enterprise in-market buyer group is going to be through the roof. But here, we're able to pinpoint the exact decision makers in that exact market, which is the biggest single advantage that LinkedIn advertising has, is that targeting capabilities. Get them to consume, become aware, become educated about our product, and it costs us 63 cents. Phenomenal. I bet you, if you try to do the same thing with Google advertising or Facebook advertising, you're going to be paying $5, if not more, just to get people to click through to your homepage. And then they may abandon before they even get there. And then when they get there, they may not even click the play button. So they may have a fraction of the level of awareness that we're able to achieve by simply promoting a video right there on LinkedIn to the exact group of people. And that's the problem that we face with other social media channels or other advertising channels in general, is that we don't, not only are we paying more to get people to consume content in a lot of cases, but 75% of the time, it's not even the people we want consuming. Here, I'm saying I only want these people with this level of seniority watching the video, and I'm only paying 63 cents to do it.